Okay, let's see what the YouTuber says. Wow, I got the notification on my phone like instantly this time. YouTube is ready to rock on a 5 p.m. early edition of the podcast. Welcome, everyone. This is episode number 177 of the 4GwQPodcast podcast. A little bit earlier than usual. We're at a 5 p.m. Eastern time slot. If you're watching live, thank you for joining us a little bit earlier than usual. I've got some dinner plans this evening, so we decided amongst us that we would go a little bit earlier today. We went a little bit earlier last week than usual as well, but we're even earlier than that this week. So if you're dropping by live in the chat, thank you for joining us this evening. I'm in front of 217. As always, I'm joined by a sexy mofo making his 177th straight appearance. It's ZPCI Assassin. What's going on, bud?
Hello there.
Now, in the pre-show, we were just discussing if we would want Assassin to do a little song at the beginning of every. If I just gave him a signal of once I hit, go live, if Assassin should do a little song, maybe we'll get him to do it. One of these days, but we'll see. Also joining this afternoon, evening is one and only Italian Clownz. What's going on, bud?
Oh, what is happening, my people on the internet? And Assassin, I hope you come up with a theme song. We would definitely like to see that.
Yes.
As I represent all my friends on the internet, would love to see your theme song.
Absolutely.
Nope.
Absolutely.
Nope.
Yeah, so we got some interesting topics tonight. Some are going to be pretty quick, but we got like 6 things we want to talk about this evening. Going to get into, of course, Cursed Sails is out for Sea of Thieves. Came out a couple days ago. Assassin and Clownz have been playing it. I wouldn't say religiously, since we've been distracted on No Man's Sky and the like. So there's been some other stuff to play this week, surprisingly. So we've Cursed Sails, I guess. We'll get into it, but spoiler alert, not good enough, I guess, to keep their attention too long, but they'll give their opinions when we get into that. Talk about, of course, the Battlefield 1 4K update on Xbox. We'll talk about PlayStation Plus subs being down over the past 3 months. Is that a indication of something to come, or what's going on over there in Sony land? Talk about what's going on this week, or this month, I should say, for the additions for Games Pass. And we'll talk about some Fortnite tutoring. If you haven't heard this story, you're going to want to stick around for this one. We'll talk about Clownz being extremely upset about GameStop suddenly ending their Elite Pro program. So we'll let Clownz give his opinions on that, because he's the only one here who has it. And, there's probably one other one that I'm forgetting, but we'll get into it. We're not going to get into any Call of Duty talk, because we have yet to get our beta codes. It's supposed to be rolling out as we speak. So, but apparently people who do have access to it, I just saw this on Twitter, you guys, 31 gigabytes is the download. So,
Jesus.
Yeah, that's a big that's a big beta. That's a big beta. But anyway, before we get into the show, let's as we always do, give a shout out to our mothership, should I say, the Inner Circle Network. We are an affiliate of theirs. They have a few other affiliate podcasts. Check out all of us. We would greatly appreciate that. The link is down in the description below if you're watching us on YouTube, for the Inner Circle Network website. So we appreciate them affiliating us, and I think we're going to get a lot of opportunities to bring some cool people on the show and do some cool things as a result for putting out some good content. So thank you, the Inner Circle, aka Tick. All right, let's get into this right away, because we're kind of sad about this. I feel I think the tone in the room is sadness about the Sea of Thieves Cursed Sails, because we were anticipating this update very heavily. We were really excited about it because we saw what was advertised at E3 for this update. It was the big DLC that was coming this summer. that would, change the game forever, as they said, I believe. I mean, that quote's probably wrong, but I'm paraphrasing. They essentially said that they were going to change the game forever. And Clownz and Assassin, I want you guys to, give your thoughts on this, because I know you guys have played a little bit of it, and it's not keeping you around as much as you guys thought, right?
Yeah, so I just want to get into the good things before I just trash it. But like the quest that they give you about the Wanda and where she's gone and what she's done, I think that is pretty good. It kind of gives you some lore behind it, and I don't know. I mean, it was short, and you travel a bunch of distances, but I thought it was pretty good. The skeleton ships when you're in the battle, that I think is a lot of fun when it works. The cursed cannonballs definitely change up a bit. I can't wait till they actually come into the world for us to grab them, and send them at the the other pirates that are not skeletons. But other than that, I mean, that's all that's good. The negative part of it, when you're doing that that I guess side quest for the lore, it's literally just making you travel from like Golden Sands to the bottom right of the map, to like the top right of the map, back to like the left side of the map, and you're just going in a circle. That's really boring and a slow task. The skeleton ships yesterday, when Clownz in a group and some other people did that, we ended up breaking the game. Like, no skeleton quests would spawn. The skeletons from the quest would spawn. No animals would spawn, and no skeletons on the ship would spawn. So it was just there for us to shoot them and repair, because we'd be crashing. And then when you want to fight these ships, there's flags at each outpost to tell you where you need to go. Well, these are timed, so between the 1st and the 15th, you can only fight this ship. That's it. You can fight it over and over again, but you can't fight like the one in the top left or the top right. So if you want to experience the other ones, you have to wait so many hours. I think it's 24 minutes a cycle of a day, and to have to go through that for like another 15 days to fight someone else is so stupid. So.
Wait, you say 24 minutes? Hold on a second. You say 24 minutes. So is this like real game time or in real life time? Or
24 minutes in our time is a full day in Sea of Thieves.
Oh, okay.
So imagine you going through that for you have to go. You beat the ship at the first day of the month, and that game, you have to wait like 15 more days to fight a brand new ship. That's not the same, and it's just it's stupid. It's very like poorly done. Like, I don't know if the game can handle so much, because they even said like introducing more ships into the game and more like stuff can kind of break the game, and which they had to remove the Kraken and Skull Forts because it wasn't optimized right. So I don't know if that's due to because of this, but it's bad.
Yeah. Clownz, what you feeling on it, bud?
Okay, so all the excitement over the cursed cannonballs, I don't like them. The fact that when they actually shoot at you and when they're not glitched, they do it way too often. For example, we try to run a 3-man brigantine or whatever it's called, and like every 3 minutes or less, we were hit with like dancing cannonballs, so we couldn't even like protect our ship or bring it back up, and it almost forces you to form an alliance with other people. Just to get this crap done. And then not only that, but the commendations are like, there's a sloop commendation, then there's a brigantine commendation, and then like a galleon commendation. So if you want all those commendations, you have to do like one of those cursed sails events in one of those other ships, which is ridiculous for somebody that wants to get all the commendations. Forced cooperation to me is like forced fun. And that's just a terrible idea. And if they keep doing stuff like this, eventually people will leave Sea of Thieves. I'm almost at the point where I'm going to uninstall the game just because I'm unhappy with this forced cooperation. We finally got one of the things done when we played with one of Assassin's friends, Jaren, and he got a crew together. Then we got an alliance together. So that went okay, but the ships were glitched and the skeletons couldn't even shoot us. So it's either they're overpowered or they're glitched.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They put it together. It's so horribly wrong, at least in my opinion, as a fan of Sea of Thieves.
Oh, and the reward. So when we beat it, there was like a new skull. It was like a captain skull and a chest. The rewards were awful. The chest I think sold for 700. Like,
well, who sold it too? Because I've been hearing that the rewards are like cut in half if you're a part of an.
It was like mixed between both of us. Like, you know, like I would hand one in, it would be 700. Someone else, it might be a little bit more, but it was nothing was over 1,000.
Yeah, that's not good.
Who handed in? It was bad. Like,
I think Inferno's right, because on our sloop, that kid that let me join him to be part of the alliance, we sold one of the captain's chests. We got like $2,000 for it.
Yeah, you only get. I've seen this around. I've seen people talking about this on Discord and on Twitter. The gold, if you're part of an alliance or allegiance or whatever, and I haven't played this, so I don't know firsthand, but this is what I've been hearing, that you only get 50% of the XP and the gold. Like, the person who sells it, the sloop who sells it, their crew gets 100%, and everyone else gets 50. Like, that's bullshit.
Yeah, that's just terrible.
Yeah, I mean, like Clownz was talking about forced cooperation. Like, why would you even take part of forced cooperation if you don't get equal payouts? Or, like, if you don't want to give people equal payouts, like, the alliance people get, like, you know, like 75 maybe or whatever, but 50, it's like, the whole point of the alliance is everyone doing an equal part to take down these uber difficult ships, like, and you're not getting equal rewards. It's going to piss people off.
You know what's the worst part of this alliance system is the fact that once you're in it, you could just easily drop out of it. So, for example, we had a dude that had a 3-man brigantine, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna leave the game, but my other 2 guys are gonna stay on." So, to be spiteful, when he left the game, he took the ship out of the alliance, and the other dudes were like standing there, like, "Can you come back over to us?" And the alliance invited us again.
Yeah. Yep. I mean,
if people could do that. I mean, when you're shooting these ships, if somebody wants to be a troll, they just take off the alliance flag and screw you.
Oh yeah, we got a problem. And on day 1 of the DLC, I forget, it was Jaren. Everyone was attacking each other. Like, that, it's just giving a reason to, you know, Clownz and I've seen this where people want to, you know, be together and destroy a fort, and then, you know, they shoot us and kill us and we take the loot. It's just an easier way to do that.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, and granted, that has some sort of, like, quote unquote realism if you think of, like, how pirates would act. You know what I mean? So I kind of get that. But at the same time, it's like, you know, people are already complaining about stuff like that. And then you're just, like, facilitating it. You know, you're trying to encourage people to get together to take down, you know, first it was the forts, then it was the Megalodon, you know, that now it's this. It's like you're trying to force people to get together to take down bosses that you say, or take down areas that you say need more people. And then you're just, the mechanics of it are just encouraging people to do stuff like this, and it's pissing people off.
It would be nice. Some people say, you know, you're gonna boost, but private servers, bring in, you know, a bunch of your friends, do it then. Like, we don't need these open servers with a ton of douchebags.
Yep. I you know, I've kind of been against the private server thing this entire time, and I've heard your arguments, you guys, and, like, I understand you play it a lot more than me, so I you know, I value your opinion a lot more than even mine. But at the same time, you know, I've been saying, okay, well, private servers, like, it's going to lead to people, you know, just like sitting in private servers, and no one's going to want to be in public servers. Like, no one's going to want to have to deal with that. And now, like, I see the need for private servers more than ever. Like, you guys were absolutely right about that. I think we absolutely need that. And I think that's going to come, because I think people are just going to complain, and they're putting out numbers like they've got 5 million players and whatever. But, you know, you've got the diehards starting to get really pissed about this thing, and taking out, you know, you can't just get 4 people together now to take out, like these ships. Like I've been hearing the skeleton ships pop up and then a second one comes out of nowhere and you're absolutely wrecked. Like there's just no chance of you winning that battle. There's no like I don't want to say advantage, but there's no like weak spot or anything that you can exploit or anything like that. Like you're getting to a point where, you know, you have to be 100% sure that these people are going to help you out, or like you're just going to be doubtful of everyone. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But Stick says something really funny. Stick Figure, good friend of the show, says in the YouTube chat, I fully plan to go play Sea of Thieves when it's fully released.
We'll see if that ever happens. All you're gonna see is people who are gonna camp by outpost, or you know, they're gonna see in the distance and just run their fun. We're already seeing that now. Imagine in a few months when we get the little like rowboat or whatever, like that's just gonna be more cancerous.
Right. Yep. I agree. And I think there should be things put into place for people that do camp the outposts. Like, I wouldn't mind if the outposts had these, like, citizens or whatever, or locals that, like, attacked you, whatever, if you camped it or whatever. Like, I could see, like, trying to protect their land. Like, they have so much opportunity to build in these fail-safe things. And I'm not sure if they just haven't thought of them, or it's just too difficult to do, or what have you. But I think there's just ways of improving the game that aren't being employed here. And like Clownz was talking about the cannonballs and stuff, like that was supposed to be the big draw. Like that was the thing that I took out of the E3 announcement, the E3 that stream they had a Mixer, and I was just like, wow, this is going to be game changing. This is going to be exciting. You know, not just standard cannonballs. You have to find these. They're limited, blah blah. You know, and everyone who I've talked to about it is not excited about it. Like, they've been using it, they've been encountering it, and it's just like, you know, I don't know.
It's just so annoying when the game works. Going against these pirate ships, like, you're going to have, you know, skeletons on each of the cannons. There's, you know, all of them could be shooting cursed cannonballs. There's snipers in the front, top, and back of the ship that do a lot more damage than I've ever seen from a gun. And the kickback, oh my god, you could get flown right off the ship so easily from one side to the other.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got the skeletons fixing the ship. So I mean, and then on top of that, let's just say you destroy one, 2 or 3 more can pop out in the next wave.
Right. So I think that's what a lot of people complain. They're not even complaining about how difficult the skeleton ships by themselves are. It's just like, you know, out of nowhere, a second one can come up and, you know, you've already exhausted a lot of your supplies taking out that first one. You feel accomplished, whatever. And then it's just like, okay, well, you know, where the fuck did this guy just come from? You know what I mean? It's like, ugh.
And, you know, some people are like, oh, stock up your ship. I mean, when we were fighting the skeleton ships and they were glitched, we had almost 3 barrels full of cannonballs. And at the end of the fight, we had, you know, hit most of, you know, the cannonballs. We had like 20.
Mm-hmm.
And these were glitched. So imagine if they were fixing the ship.
Right. Yep. I don't know. I just hope that they somehow fix this. I mean, I figured Cursed Sails would come out and everyone would be praising it, and I haven't seen much praise at all about it, to be honest. I mean, I'm planning on getting on it pretty soon. You know, I've got No Man's Sky to play. Obviously, the Black Ops beta this weekend. But, you know, I want to play it. It's just like, you know, these things seem to me like they'd be so frustrating that it's just, why? You know, what's bringing you back these days, you know?
Yeah, and as for the reputation system, Stick says, like, I feel like that when it goes so well, because what if you're in a fight and you shoot a cannonball, like this happened a few times, it goes over the ship and hits the person behind you. Like, then you started the fight, you have a bad rep. Or if you're, you know, maybe if you didn't start the fight, but you start shooting back, but the game doesn't register that you're shooting second, that could be bad rep.
Yeah. I mean, they were talking about not necessarily rep, but they were talking about instituting a policy where it's like, if you go out of your way to attack a ship and die, you get really penalized or whatever. And that's kind of like similar to rep without having like a number or like some sort of ranking associated with it or whatnot. But that's not deterring people. You know what I mean? Why is that deterring people when, you know, the gold is like worthless anyway, in my opinion? It's like, what the hell's the point? But Keith Trailer says in the YouTube chat, Sea of Thieves was a bust and its ship has sailed and it's like For Honor without the revival. Well, you know, that kind of suggests that maybe there is a revival in the future. You know, maybe, you know, we've seen this with games time and time again where, you know, I mean, 5 million people playing or bought the game or what have you is, I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at. That is an accomplishment. But at the same time, I mean, this game has potential to and really called for having like way more than that, you know?
Yeah, well, they also got to, like, you know, listen to their community. Like they said, oh, you know, there's going to be, you know, better ways to play, not just, you know, you destroy a skeleton ship and come back. Well, instead of, you know, having, you know, something new, they just decided to split those skeleton ships up into like different weeks. So you have to come back like, you know, next week for accommodation to kill a different ship. You know, like that's not a new way to play, you know, for a new reward. That's getting the same reward again next week.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll, I mean, obviously Sea of Thieves is kind of like a mainstay in this podcast anyway, so we kind of talk about it pretty often, but hopefully there is some news or something that develops in the next couple of weeks about this, and, you know, we come back to Sea of Thieves and we are loving it all of a sudden again, but we will see. All right, let's move on because time is of the essence and we have a few topics here to go. Okay, really quick topic here. Don't want to, you know, beat a dead horse with this, but I don't know if you guys saw PlayStation Plus down 300,000 subs in 3 months, which is just about 1% of the subscriber base. So you think 1%, that's not a big deal, but you know, some people will just say it's not a big deal. It's just the summer. I tend to agree with that kind of, but what did you guys think of when you saw this?
I don't know. Well, I mean, they have so many, you know, consoles sold. I mean, 300,000. I mean, not every console sold has PS Plus, but I mean, like you said, it's 1%. It's not really a big deal, especially, you know, the time that we're in right now, or, you know, early summer.
Yeah. Clownz, what'd you think? Because I know you posted this a couple times in our group chat.
I'm curious as to why. Like, is it because people are switching over to different systems and focusing on those right now? Is it because you can play Fortnite on the Switch? Well, I guess you could on PSN for free anyway, right?
Right.
So, I mean, maybe people are just getting the Xbox One X right now, since deals are incredible, trade-in promotions and stuff, and some of them probably go back to PS Plus in the future.
Yeah, and if you think of the games that are coming out for PlayStation the end of this summer into the fall, you know, with the exception of like the usuals, the Call of Duties, the Black Ops, I mean the Battlefields, whatever. You know, the exclusive stuff is not like multiplayer, quote unquote. I mean, Spider-Man, I'm not getting PlayStation Plus to play Spider-Man. I know Red Dead's not an exclusive, but Red Dead, you're not getting PlayStation Plus to play that. Detroit, you know, if you haven't played Uncharted or Horizon Zero Dawn, like, what's the point of getting PlayStation Plus unless you want the PlayStation Plus free games, I guess, maybe, or, you know, the extra 10% off in the store. I mean, it's not like there are things that, you know, if you're like a PlayStation gamer to play exclusives or whatnot, you're not necessarily needing PlayStation Plus, in my opinion. I mean, I have it, but, you know, I would never consider getting rid of Xbox Live. And, you know, PlayStation Plus, like if I would let that lapse, it's not like, you know, I would have hot, you know, break out in sweats or whatever because I lost PlayStation Plus, you know. But yeah, I mean, Keith Trailer says this in YouTube chat. It's honestly because there's no good multiplayer games right now. Fortnite's holding people over. Yeah, I mean, people are just going on playing Fortnite. What the hell's the point of getting PlayStation Plus? There's no like Resistance, Fallen Man like multiplayer. There's no, you know, I can't even think of like other multiplayer franchises for Sony. I mean, I guess Gran Turismo, but I mean, I don't know how many people really play Gran Turismo, MLB 18, but I don't know a lot of people who play that online either. I mean, I know there are people, but I don't know a lot of people who do that. Yeah.
We all know everyone with PlayStation Plus is playing that 2 co-op.
Absolutely. I mean, $60 a year to play Knack 2 co-op, that's a steal. I mean, I pay like $100 a year for that. Stick says he just paid his 14th year of Xbox Live. Congratulations on that. That is a lot of years. I don't know how many I'm at, but definitely not 14. I know my brother's up there. My brother's like 14, 15. But Last of Us is the most populated multiplayer game. I don't know how factual that is, but if that's true, then that's pretty friggin' bad. But I don't know how factual that is. It's just that the exclusive games just don't have a compelling multiplayer, and me and Assassin and Clownz still have to play that in Uncharted Survival Mode, which I do enjoy a lot, but I'm not getting PS Plus just to play that shit. I mean, come on.
Yep.
So, anyway, I just thought we mentioned that. I don't know. Well, I mean, obviously, if 3 months down the line there are more losses, we're gonna bring that up, and that's gonna be a much longer conversation than we just had because I think that'll be concerning. But yeah, Keith Triller says for exclusives that is true. I mean, I would have to check that. I will trust you on that, just for the lulz, but that's pretty sad if true. Okay. What else do we have? We've got another kind of small topic, but something to mention, which I did have the opportunity to take a quick peek at last night. I didn't have a ton of time, but Battlefield 1 got its Xbox One update finally. Better late than never, right? So 4K 60 HDR. It's looking. I gotta be honest. It's looking fresh to death. It's looking really, really hot. I don't know. Did you guys try it out or?
Clownz, I think, was still downloading it. He might have still downloaded it earlier today, but I played some yesterday. Now I don't know, like when you play, were you playing on the obviously the Xbox? Were you getting like some like lag or frame rate issues?
There was a little bit of rubber banding going on. I noticed that. What map was I on? I can't even remember the map I was on. It's the one that's like always on fire.
Verdun something.
Verdun, yeah, Verdun Heights or whatever it is. Yeah. It was that one, yeah. And there was a little bit of rubber banding going on. I thought that was just the server that I was connected to, but you're saying you got that more often?
Yeah, well, I've been getting that like I want to say almost at launch. Like I don't, launch the game back in 2016. Like I don't. Like, I haven't heard anyone else complain about it. That's why I was asking. Like,
oh, yeah. I get that from now and again, for sure.
I mean, other than that, yeah, the game is...
oh, my God, man.
Nice.
You know what I've noticed it in is, like, in the distance, too. I've noticed it's much sharper. Because I already thought the game looked great. Like, even at 1080p, I thought the game looked very, very good. But at the distance, oh, for some reason, YouTube dropped us... Although we are back, I think. Let me know if we're back. Let me see. Go to live. Let me see. Yeah, I think we're back. I think we're back. People tell me if we're live. That's watching the live stream. But for some reason, YouTube dropped us really quick. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, game looks great. What can I say? What else can I say?
And sadly, it's the last Battlefield 1 patch we'll probably ever get.
Probably.
It was supposed to be last month, but it came out this month.
But, dude, this is really encouraging for the future. I mean, for, like, Battlefield 5. If this is how good Battlefield 1 looks after doing the patch, like, I can just imagine how awesome Battlefield 5 is going to look on this thing.
Yeah, hopefully we don't get that, like, weird, like, lag and frame rate issues, at least that I've been having since the launch.
Yeah.
It's annoying. You lose gunfights so quick.
Yep. Yeah, it can really happen at super inopportune times for sure. Clownz, did you check this out yet, or did you not have it downloaded?
I started downloading again. See, I had uninstalled it because Assassin said the game was crappy and shitty at one point, and I thought he was never going to play it again. And I was like, okay, well, I'm never going to play it if I got nobody to play with. And now he's like, it's the bee's knees. So
I don't think it's the best game ever, but I mean, I've had issues where I open the battle pack, I got a super rare skin, and it's like, oh no, you don't have it anymore. So I contact EA Sports, like, no, they're like, it'll come back, or something like that. And then I think there was a community mission like in the summer of the first year it was out, and I completed it all, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you didn't complete it. You don't get the rewards and stuff." And I was just so pissed off.
I have a question for Assassin though. If there was no 4K update, would you have played it again?
Well, I've been playing it for the Battlefield 5 skins that are in the road to Battlefield 5. So I would still be playing it with the Battlefield 5 skins.
Further questions, Inferno?
Further what?
Further questions.
Oh, no further questions. I'm banging the gavel. I'm ruling against Assassin on this. You definitely wouldn't have played it unless the 4K update was there.
No, there was when we've played the Road to Battlefield 5, there's Battlefield 5 skins in there. So you get 30,000 XP, you get a Battlefield 5 skin.
Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $500. Yeah. Assassin, you're sentenced to 2 years in Nintendo Purgatory where you can play nothing but Nintendo exclusives.
I don't even own a Nintendo system that is new.
Man. Yeah, so that's the Battlefield 1 stuff. I mean, I would highly recommend checking this game out because this is now one of the highlights, I think, on the X in terms of graphics. So obviously, you want to check out, I was just telling Keith Trilla in the chat, you want to check out Battlefront 2. That looks incredible. That's a game you want to check out. Gears, obviously, Halo 5. Like, there's a lot of good games to look at eye candy. Witcher 3 looks great. But Battlefield, man, and the 60 FPS as well. It's just like buttery, man. It's a good experience unless you get those rubber bands every now and again, which I'm not even sure if that's internet related or that's just game related, game code related. But anyway, all right, now let's go to a topic that it's very near and dear to Clownz' heart. Let's just say that, and it's sad news for a lot of people. Now, I personally don't shop here too much, so I couldn't care less about this news. But GameStop kind of very sneakily discontinued their Elite Pro level of power-up rewards. So, as many of you probably know, if you're not in the U.S., you may not know, but if you're in the U.S., you probably do know. There's the free version. You get points, whatever. You get, this little birthday offer, maybe like buy two, get one free, like a coupon or some shit. You get the Pro one, which is $15 a month. You get, the Game Informer magazine. You get discounts, all this other stuff, right? And then there was the Elite Pro, which was $30 a year. It gave you some really good trading incentives, like a ton of credit, a ton extra credit. Oftentimes you get like these 70% deals, 60%. You just like, make out huge on some of these games that you're just not playing anymore. And it was really valuable for a lot of people, Clownz included. So, Clownz, are you having a little bit of a funeral over there for this thing, or what's your take on it?
Like you Best Buy guys right now, when you were sad that service ended. That's how God. I feel about this. I'm really pissed off, man, because if the GameStop was going to do this, I wouldn't have shopped there. The only reason why I continued to shop there was because of this. I mean, I got a free PS4 Pro, and a free PS Plus subscription off all those trade-ins with the Elite Pro Plus membership. And now that it's gone, it's like, why the hell am I even going to visit there? If I want to get a used game, I'll go on Amazon and search the Goodwill and just buy it from Goodwill through Amazon and get super cheap, like $2-3, instead of going to GameStop and getting 70% bonus trading credit towards used products. So yeah, I mean, this kind of sucks. It pisses me off and ripping up the card in front of them, but I know they don't get paid enough, and they would just laugh at me and say, "Have a nice day." But I'm really angry about this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm probably gonna write like 10 angry letters and fax the corporation and be like, "What are you guys doing? Toys R Us just died. Are you waiting to die next?" This kept the hardcore going to GameStop. I mean, all the cheap ass gamer threads, and shout out to Al on Twitter. We were always flipping and flopping and making deals at GameStop. And without this, it's just like, what's the purpose of GameStop? Bring back Funko Line. Get rid of this crap.
Yeah. I mean, I totally think that this is a terrible move on GameStop's accord, because I think that, like you said, like the hardcore are just going to go elsewhere now. This was keeping the hardcore there, and now to get rid of this service that made them competitive again in this, like you said, with Best Buy, Gamers Club Unlocked, with Amazon Prime deals, all that kind of stuff. I think this is what made them competitive again, kind of, and now it's like they just drop it out of nowhere, and I can't help but think that the reason for this is because they're looking to get bought out, and they're looking to make it look like they're more profitable, because I know this is hitting their bottom line, but it's hitting their bottom line at their cost is them getting more customers. I mean, they're still making money. It's just like they're not making as much as they could. Obviously you trade in a copy and you get on these 70%, these 60% extra trade-in credit things. You trade in a copy and they're probably only making like $5, and like it's still $10 or $5. Like you're still getting that person trading in. Now you're gonna lose that $10 or $5. It's like I just don't get this move, and I know that they're looking to get bought out, so they're just trying to look more profitable. But shit.
Not only that too, but like think about when somebody comes in there and trades a bunch of stuff, and then they get like all this bonus credit and whatnot. I mean, people are splurge, right? So they might go pick up some board games or some Funko figures or whatever. And on those board games, they jack the prices up at GameStop by an extra like $10-20 sometimes, compared to like Amazon or the old Toys R Us. God rest their soul.
Yeah.
But it's like I would have went and bought some board games at GameStop with all this extra credit. No, they want to get rid of it. They can go screw themselves. I'm not interested in supporting GameStop, and I feel bad for all the people that have jobs there. But I mean, the place is like a dinosaur, and it's going to die out. And we've seen with Best Buy, we've seen all these other stores get rid of their clubs. Target doesn't even have like games on sale this past week. So I mean, I don't know what's going on in the industry. If the digital sales are just so good that everybody's going digital now. Mm-hmm. I mean, that could be part of the problem.
Yeah. I mean, you're right about Target too. I mean, Target kind of never got in this space, and that's because obviously Target sells so much other stuff, and they don't really need like video games to keep them afloat. But GameStop needs video games to keep them afloat. Like you said, they have all this other stuff, and saving on video games for the Elite Pro encourage people to buy other shit at their store that they have been selling like crazy. So I mean, that was a good point, because I think you're gonna lose that purchasing too. They're not factoring that in. They're thinking, okay, well, you're not gonna have the Elite Pro membership, you're not gonna lose money on these trade-ins anymore, and blah blah blah. But you're also losing money in the retail space that you're not gonna be selling anymore. It's like the AMC stubs list, or like Movie Pass. I mean, Movie Pass sucks now, but think about those things. Like, you pay the monthly fee, you go to see a movie. You're thinking, oh, I'm saving money because I'm paying $20 a month, but I can see whatever movies I want. I mean, this works for me too. I'm gonna go and get some friggin' popcorn to drink and pay way too much for it now, because I just saved that money on the movie. It's the same thing with GameStop. Like, you go in, you do a huge trade-in, you make all this money, you're like, oh shit, look at all I just saved. You're likely to buy like a more expensive thing. You're likely to say to yourself, oh, okay, I just made $350 in this trade-in, I'm gonna buy an Xbox One X now for only $150. Like, they're losing that too. I feel like they're so short-sighted.
It's terrible. Like you said, man, it's like, I'm so mad I supported GameStop if they're going to do this crap, because I've only been a member like a year. They could have just basically said, don't use the trading credit anymore on systems. Cut the systems out of it. And people still would have been with it. I mean, you would have had some backlash, but I still would have been flipping games. Yeah. Going to Walmart, buying them for like $10 a pop, or Redbox, and going to GameStop and be like, oh, here, give me $30 for this one. Yeah. I would have been happy, man. Yep. Fine. I would have spent more money on digital gift cards with the trade-in credit, which would have forced me to eventually buy another system.
Right. Got any thoughts over there, Thomas?
No, I mean, it's GameStop. The only thing that they've done great was let me buy a weird amount of Xbox credit.
Yeah, well, a weird amount. What was that? I don't remember that.
I think I bought like $62 of Xbox credit.
Yeah, they're one of those stores that does that. Newegg does that too. It's like you can buy whatever value you want, essentially. But let me see the chat really quick. J Street saying, yeah, we talked about that a little bit. J Street, Best Buy ended Gamers Club Unlocked really quickly as well. I mean, Gamers Club Unlocked, like I understand that a little bit more, them canceling it, than GameStop, because Gamers Club Unlocked, like, they are really hitting their bottom line, because that's off new games. Like, the Elite Pro was geared toward the used game market substantially, you know? You could use your credit that you earn, like, if they had those specials that we were just talking about. You can use that credit to go get new games, yeah, of course, but, like, pretty much all the benefits you see here are on used stuff. You know what I mean? Like, extra trade-in, that's used stuff. Extra money off pre-owned games, that's used stuff. Buy 2 get 1 free pre-owned games, welcome offer. Like, that's pre-owned, you know? It's all on pre-owned. So, the GameStop thing puzzles me. I thought that was going to be the one that survived, you know? And go figure, Amazon is the one that survives, right? I mean, they've added some, like, contingencies to the Amazon one. Like, you can't do new, like, limited edition releases anymore and stuff like that. You know, they don't take 20% off of that. But, I mean, shit. I'm shocked that GameStop did this, honestly. Because it's, like, the one redeeming thing that made them competitive again. And that people were actually enjoying.
Oh, and
go ahead.
Die out from this, because even with the and all the coupons I've accumulated over the last year, I'd go in and get a used game, right? So, like, I'd get maybe like $5 off a game or $10 off a game, and what they would do is they would take the way they stack their percentages. It doesn't come out to like the full amount. So let's say that, like, I get a 30% coupon, and
do we just lose Clownz? I can't hear him. Can you hear him, Zach?
No, I don't hear him.
Clownz, did your mic just mute itself?
is
hello? Clownz is button a little bit. There you go. Say it again. Sorry. You dropped out for a second.
It's probably easier if I explain it this way. If you get like a 10% coupon and you have like 30% off used games,
yep, with
your thing, you think like 40%. But what they do is they'll take the first or the 20% off first, and then that amount, then they'll take like the additional Elite Pro off that, so you're losing like $1, sometimes $2.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, their percentages, they stack them in a certain way that, you know, obviously they make out a little bit. Yeah, I mean, even still, like, it's like this made you so competitive. It's like, you know, especially with the loss of Gamers Club Unlocked. Like, I heard people saying, like, "Oh, I'm gonna move over to the GameStop thing." Like, I heard more about Elite Pro after after Gamers Club Unlocked closed, or they shut that down. Like, I heard so much more about this Elite Pro thing, and now they're just up and closing it. Like, it's ridiculous.
Oh, and I got for my birthday for being an Elite Pro membership.
What?
20% off any used product.
Whoa.
Epic. That's epic.
Terrible.
Yeah.
I hope they go under. I hate them now.
Megatron says GameStop took out Clownz. Nice. They're like, no, stop talking shit about us. All right, moving on. We got a couple more topics. But yeah, let us know what you guys think of the GameStop thing down in the description. Are you gonna boycott GameStop if you haven't already? Are you people pissed about this? Let us know on Twitter, on the comments, on the live stream. Let us know, because this is I think this is like the last straw for GameStop, to be honest. I think they're in big trouble now.
VIP. Sorry for the VIP.
Yep. Okay. Let's get to this little nugget. I know Assassin is definitely interested in doing this to make a little bit of extra money. Fortnite tutors are getting like $20-$30 an hour, it looks like, and this is a legit thing. Now, obviously, this picture that I showed is not Fortnite tutoring, but I thought I would just make a little bit of fun of it. But anyway, so yeah, apparently there are Fortnite tutors now, and the whole point of this is because, you know, obviously kids are getting into Fortnite. Kids are playing Fortnite. It's taking over. You know, you can play it on whatever. You play it on your iPad. You play it on your iPhone. You play it on Nintendo Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, PC. Like, you can play it everywhere, and it's free for Battle Royale. So, you know, it's taking over. Obviously, unless you've been living under a rock, you probably already know that. But this whole tutoring thing is because apparently parents acknowledge that in order to like stay cool and relevant in school, you have to be actually good. Like you can't just play. Like kids will get down on other kids for not doing well. Like, oh man, you should have had him with that pump shotgun, bro. Oh, see you at recess tomorrow. Like, let's trade cheese sandwiches. Like kids are still like kids are ruthless, man. Kids are ruthless, and they're being ruthless on Fortnite. So parents are taking to the tutoring and trying to get some gamers in to show their kids, you know, how to build and shit, right? So Assassin, are you, you know, I know every once in a while you're, you know, desperate for some good cold hard cash to buy something you really want, and you know you just gotta have it. So what do you think about this? You gonna sign up? Maybe you know, break Wisconsin into the Fortnite tutoring sector? What do you think?
See, if I did that, I would literally hand the controller and be like, "Get good, kid," and then just let them play, because obviously they need to get good. Like, do it yourself. You don't need someone else to teach you.
But that's the thing. That's what parents think. Like parents are like, "Oh, my kids can't play this. My kids, you know, they're not building fast enough. They don't know how to use the pump shotgun." Like, you know,
we all know parents are stupid when it comes to video games. They let them play like GTA 5 when they're like 2, and then, you know, Fortnite's out and they let them spend like thousands of dollars and then bitch about it, saying, you know, Fortnite's taking over their son's life and send their daughter to, what was it, rehab. And parents are just stupid with these things.
yeah, I mean, it's true, but at the same time, like, you know, I think it's a decent opportunity for some gamers. Like, you know, $20 an hour is nothing to sneeze at. Now, I know some people will be like, "Oh, I make more than that." You know, like, I have an easier job dealing with snot-nosed kids, and I make whatever an hour, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, $20 an hour is well above minimum wage in the U.S. I don't know how it compares for you Londoners or Australians or all the other people that watch this show that are international, wherever you're coming from. I don't know how that compares to your income, but here in the U.S., I mean, that's a decent wage for a lot of people, and especially if you're living in a part of the country where, you know, cost of living is low, you know, places where you can buy decked out houses for like under $200,000. Like this is a decent amount of money. And if you can, you know, sit there and play video games with a kid and make $20 an hour, man, like I actually think it's not a bad idea, and I may get flamed for this, but I think it's actually kind of cool. You know?
I mean, just think, if people are doing this now, for Black Ops 4, Assassin could teach, you know, kids for $20 an hour how to do 360 no scopes, you know, or how to drop shot correctly, or how to be the garbage man and pick off other people's kills. I mean, that's a skill that Assassin has, and we could be in a match, me and Inferno, and Assassin will rack up all the kills on the people that we're shooting. We don't know how he does it. He just does it.
If someone was paying me $20 to tutor their kid, I would teach them how to play the fucking objective. Jesus Christ.
That's fine, yeah.
I'm objective.
That's fine. And think, you have a tutoring session with a kid, like you get little Johnny, and you know, he doesn't know how to build. He's like, "Oh, Assassin, teach me how to build." And you're like, "Well, listen, son, like you have to switch to Bumper Builder or whatever, the Builder Pro, whatever the control scheme is called, right? And you have to turn your sensitivity up a little bit." And they're like, "Oh my god, thank you so much." You just like watch them play for 4 hours with the higher sensitivity with Bumper Pro, whatever, or Builder Pro. I'm mixing Builder Pro with Bumper Jumper. That's what I'm doing. But yeah, dude, that's, you know, 4 hour tutoring sesh. That's $80, Assassin. You know, that's a game, bro.
Yeah,
it's a game. I think you should look into this, and you can put in your resume, like, you know, you put the games that you're best at, you know, at a Call of Duty, like Clown said, you put, you know, 360 no scoper, you know, top 100 360 no scoper. I mean, people lie on their resume all the time. I'm not encouraging that, but I mean, you know, maybe to get ahead in this space, you have to, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna look up Craigslist right now just to see if there's tutors out there.
Dude, it exists. I heard this on the radio too. I mean, this story is like flying around. This was in Variety. You know, like Variety magazine, Variety.com. Like, this wasn't even on, like, you know, GameSpot rather, or IGN or whatever. This was on like an entertainment magazine, like that mothers and adults that don't even have like gaming backgrounds read. So like this is actually they're talking about this in that magazine, but they're also like promoting it at the same time, because parents are gonna be like, well, maybe I can get my kid some $500 worth of tutoring, and he'll you know,
good.
learn to use that pump shotgun like a boss, like, or you know, my kid never builds with steel for some reason. What the hell is that all about? Or something. I don't know. Let me see what's going on in the chat, because people are laughing a little bit. Megatron says that caption in the pic is perfect. Yes, that is quite good. It took me a while to think that up, actually. It took me a while to think that up. Daz says, UK Dazzer says, Fortnite tutoring takes the piss. Yeah, I mean, this is a serious thing. I mean, you can look it up if you want. Stick says, too funny, they open a practice server. Yeah, I mean, I bet you they're just using the practice server to learn how to build. Like, I can just imagine the tutor sitting there with like a little stopwatch, right? Assassin will be sitting there with a little stopwatch and be like, build me a quadruple decker in 5 seconds, go. And like, you know, like Mr. Miyagi-ing it. You know what I mean? Wax on, wax off.
I got good news for Assassin. Very good news for you, Assassin.
What?
So I found a website that has gaming tutors. Just take your game to the next level. Gamer Sensei. And we're not affiliated or anything with these guys. But they offer game tutoring. There is no Call of Duty there. Assassin, this is your market. Go in. It's your time. Do this.
Dude, your resume will be massive. Like, think about the different genres of games that you could tutor on. Like, everything from Rocket League to Mortal Kombat, you know what I mean? Well, maybe not Mortal Kombat, because you trashed that. But and definitely not like Mario Kart or any Nintendo games. Like, you'll have to leave Nintendo games off the list. Like,
we know I'm the best at it, and you're just afraid that I might kick all your guys' ass.
You know, that's fine. You can put it on there like second best in Mario Party, and that's still respectable.
First.
It's still respectable. Actually, third, probably.
First. Stay with me for now. First.
Yeah, I'll say it, because I am first.
No, you're last.
Play me Mario Tennis, bro. I'll own you.
You know what? If this guy can be a Fortnite tutor, let me link you guys. Yep. I gotta link you guys.
Yep. Send us the link.
Look at this guy, right? He looks like he's from Harry Potter.
Oh man, I can't click that. Post it. Just post it in the YouTube chat if you can, because I can't see it. I can't click on Discord, or else it'll mess up the stream. All right, let me see this. Fortnite coaching. Oh my god, look at this guy. He is Harry Potter, dude. He is Harry Potter. He's like Gryffindor, dude. Look at this. 1 hour lesson pack, $20. 3 hour lesson pack, $60. 5 hour lesson pack. Oh, he takes $10 off if you do a 5 hour lesson pack. Look at this. General availability, Eastern time. He does it over the net, dude. He doesn't even sit in front of the kid. Look at
the Rings tutor.
Look at this guy's resume. Here we go. 20. And not to knock this guy. I wish I could screen cap this. 20% win rate. 5 kill to death ratio. What's S4? It's Fortnite season 4. Fortnite. He had a 5 KD. 6,000 kills. 1 online Fortnite tournaments. Of course, he doesn't like name the Fortnite tournaments. He's won. Look at this, dude. Look. Are you reading this? People that are watching this on your computer, you gotta click this. I'm a competitive Fortnite player. Every day I play Fortnite for hours on end, usually with close friends, and occasionally subbing in for competitive teams. Blah, 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 blah. I have great aim mechanics. Assassin, I'll write your resume better than this, but I'll help you with it. I have great aim mechanics with 900 hours on Counter-Strike and great Battle Royale practices with 1,200 hours on H1Z1. My God, man. Oh, dude, there's a review. There's a 4-star review. Yeah. Exceptional Fortnite coach, very experienced and skilled at the game. Great knowledge of the latest patches. Great knowledge of the latest patches. Like, who the hell says that, man? This is a fake review.
Oh, I mean, you know, there's so many things on there, Assassin, that you could go for. You can even like start games that nobody has on there, like Battlefield or Call of Duty. This is your potential, man. You always said you want to make a lot of money. I can see you becoming like 1,000 a year off this.
Yeah, You gotta do this, Assassin.
I just like how it says more reviews. It says 1, 4 or 5 stars, but 5 stars is highlighted as 100%. Like clearly that's
wow, that site sucks. Yeah, right. Gamersensei.com.
What would your nickname be? ZPCI quote Sasquatch? Quote,
what's his Nolan
Assassin?
Nolan FN Hotroom. He puts his real name. Jesus, I wonder if you have to do that. That's great.
Can't knock this guy. He's making money off this.
Yep, he certainly is.
You can't knock any of these guys, man. They're all making money.
Good for Harry.
That I don't see here is female coaches. I think, they need to open up and become more diverse and allow some female coaches in.
Yes, I agree. I don't see many of those either. Anyway, gamersensei.com will, when Assassin signs up for it, we'll post the link so everyone can share it so he can get some business. Because, dude, you're going to have to re-up on PS Plus if you're going to do some PlayStation tutoring, dude. That's all I got to say. All right, last topic already of the evening. Really quick, we're going to talk about Xbox Games Pass editions for August. So, if you're living under a rock, you probably don't know, but Games Pass, $9.99 a month. You get access to a bunch of games, like 130-ish games now, I think, or something like that. And they add games monthly, and they've said that they're going to take games out, but I don't think they have yet. Or maybe they have, but I'm just not aware of them.
They've had in the past.
Oh, really?
I don't. This month that they did.
Yeah, I don't think they announced it. Yeah, you're right. You're actually right. I didn't know that. They have done it in the past, but it's not like every month. It's not like Netflix where it's like, oh, what's coming to Netflix this month and what's leaving Netflix this month. You know what I mean? It's, they add games and sometimes they don't take out games. So it's, the take home is that the amount of games is going up and up and up. It's not like, tit for tat or anything. But anyway, so get 7 games this month, I think. A couple of them very good. Rise Son of Rome, obviously good, and somebody pointed out to us on Twitter, which is absolutely correct, that about a year ago this was included in the Games with Gold package and subscription, I should say. The Games Xbox Live Gold, if you have that, you get games for free every month, and this was included. So obviously, that's lesser of an impact, but at the same time, a lot of people that have Games Pass now didn't have Xboxes then, so I think it's still a positive thing. Hitman, obviously Season 1, the entire Season 1 of Hitman, that's a huge ad. So you'll be able to play that. That's included in Games Pass. It's a lot of playtime. Soda Drinker Pro 2, no, I don't think that's included. Although, maybe that's in the works, who knows.
Game of the year.
Dude, that game was made in like one day, so it's definitely not in the works unless, they started this morning. Because I think Soda Drinker Pro is probably...
Maybe it's going to have a Battle Royale mode.
Maybe. And you can put that on the Tutoring. On your Tutoring account.
That's that Soda Drinker Pro.
You should be like, I have all the gamer score. I unlocked all the gamer score on Soda Drinker Pro in less than an hour. I have great aim mechanics. And I've been working with the developers on the Extra Soda DLC. Okay, Daz says that they are taking out a few games this month. I did not see this. Do you see what he says in the chat? Taking out Dirt Rally, Limbo, Overcooked, So Many Me, Ultratron. They're taking out Overcooked? I feel like they just added that.
Darn.
Yeah, Overcooked 2, right? Isn't that what they just added?
No, Overcooked 2 is not out yet.
It's coming out.
It's coming out pretty soon, yeah. Wow, I did not know they were taking those out. That kind of sucks. Overcooked, that sucks. Limbo, I mean, probably everybody's played Limbo at this point if you wanted to play that. Limbo was like so popular back in the day. 360 days. The re-release on Xbox One. But anyway, Rise, Hitman, Ruiner, all incredible ads. You should definitely check those out. Dead Rising 2. Have you played Dead Rising 2 on Xbox One, Assassin? Do you have that?
No, I played it on I beat it on the 360.
Yeah. I would say that game was fantastic. But obviously, I mean, good amount of playtime for Xbox Game Pass game. And then they added in some Escapist DLC, some Kinect games, which the Kinect games, I don't think anyone's going to be playing those because Kinect has been defunct for a few months now. And this game, Dandara, which I've never heard of. Have you guys heard of that one? Dandara.
Nope.
It's on Steam already. Came out in February. I don't even know if it's on Xbox right now. It's on Switch. Let me see. I don't really know. While I look at this, somebody else give your opinion on these Games Pass games. You think it's a really good month, or what do you guys think?
I think it's an alright month. I am surprised Rise wasn't in there earlier because of all the Microsoft Studio games are mostly in there. So I'm surprised Rise isn't. But
yeah.
Other than that, all the other games are alright. I wasn't a huge fan of Hitman. I wasn't a huge fan of Dead Rising 2. And the other games are whatever.
Why, you didn't like Hitman?
I couldn't get into it. Like, I played for a little bit. And
Not good at stealth games.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a game where you pretty much need to be very stealthy. There's some stealth games where you can play it either way, really. I mean, I don't think Hitman is necessarily one of them. But Jajara. Sorry, I don't know why I'm yawning so much, but God, I should probably go take a nap before I go out to dinner. The world stopped brings on the brink of collapse. Blah, blah, blah. I don't even know what this is. Action indie. Trying to watch the trailer right now. It's like retro bit. It's looking like somebody who I just saw this in YouTube chat saying. Z Black Rider says Dandara wouldn't boot for him. That kind of sucks. Oh, this actually looks like my kind of game. It's like Super Meat Boy meets Metroid meets like Flint Hook.
Ew.
Looks pretty good. Give that a try. I love those Metroidvania kind of it's a lot of like bouncing off the walls though, Assassin. I don't think you'd be very good at it.
It's not boring.
Yeah. But yeah, these are the games they're adding to Games Pass. I don't know what else to say about it. I didn't realize. I'm kind of less excited for it now that I know that they're taking out all these other games. Like Dirt Rally, I think is a great game. Overcooked is an excellent game. I'm shocked they're taking that out already. I wonder if they're taking that out because they think they'll sell some copies with Overcooked 2.
They might.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's the scoop on Xbox Games Pass. Let me quickly check to see if they've given out the Call of Duty stuff yet, and it doesn't look like they have.
It's not, at least not for me.
Man, they're gonna drop those Call of Duty beta codes tonight at like 9 o'clock Eastern or something like that. And those PlayStation servers are going to be slower than 56K modems. Like, it's going to be so brutal to download that shit. You're going to have to download it overnight.
Especially being that 31 gigs or whatever it was.
31 gigs, too, for a beta. Like, what are you giving us, the whole game?
I mean, pretty much. I mean, we have 6 maps. I mean, so far we know of, like, what, 10? So, I mean...
Brutal.
You know.
Absolutely brutal. Any other...
Oh, off topic.
Yeah.
Real quick, Inferno. I found a coach for Assassin and Overwatch. I just posted it on the Twitter thing.
Let me see this. Oh yeah, they've got Overwatch coaches on this Gamer Sensei. If you guys are coming in a little bit later, we were talking about the Fortnite tutoring. I don't even know what to call this. But anyway, Fortnite tutoring $20, $30 an hour. People getting paid some seriously good money to coach in Overwatch, to tutor kids in Fortnite. But now it looks like there's Overwatch ones as well. If you go on this gamersensei.com that we were looking at a little bit earlier, dude, you can get a 1 hour lesson pack for only $10.20, Assassin. That's pretty good.
I don't need lessons.
She's available now, actually.
Still don't need lessons.
I think we should do it for Assassin.
Oh my God.
If we start doing this for him, I
Overwatch.
think it'll break him out of that social thing. We'll start seeing him at conventions. He'll be like one of those guys holding up like the trophies and those big lanyards around his neck. Like, I won the $1 million. Come hang out at my place. One of those things. I think we could turn Sassy into
the Forza challenge.
No, that's different. That's skill and class.
So what I would be doing is just it's lame and not skillful. Okay.
It's talent. It's talent. It's just a different kind.
Dude, this girl's actually... She looks like she's like 10 years old, actually. She looks like she's like 15 years old, no joke. She didn't put her whole name either, Assassin, so you can just be like Thomas, and then the quotes say like, put Tom, put Tom, the Slayer Assassin, or something like that. Tom...
I would think that they would have to be 18, though, because, they're getting money for this.
Well, that other kid was only 17. That other kid was only 17.
Yeah.
So, I guess if you're of working age, I get, working age here. I don't know if it's different around the country. I'm ignorant about that, but at least in the Boston area, I know it's like 15 and a half or something like that. So, this girl plays Overwatch and PUBG. Oh, there you go, Assassin. You can use a PUBG coach, dude.
I think the only coach PUBG needs is fucking Bluehole needs to understand how to put colorblind options in the game.
Yes.
So maybe
the coach has some tips for that. Maybe the coach is colorblind too and give you some tips on how to deal with it.
Yeah, you go to the uninstall button.
She's available, Assassin. She's available today.
I don't need a coach.
So maybe we can set this up. I'm gonna ask her.
Coach is the people who can't play the objective in Battlefield. They need a coach.
This is turning red. If you could see him, he's blushing.
I'm gonna ask her if she tutors on Xbox.
No.
See if she can tutor you on Overwatch.
No.
Maybe you can use Junkrat, like the sicko you are, and she can use like May.
The only
or something.
character I use in Overwatch is Mercy because everyone needs heals.
Oh, she'll be Mercy, yeah, and you can be. She'll keep you alive. She'll be Mercy, and you'll be Junkrat, or you can be.
Clownz likes Junkrat. There you go. Teach Clownz how to be a better Junkrat.
No,
I'm pretty good at Junkrat.
Yeah, he's good at Junkrat already. Yeah, you're the one who needs tutoring on it.
Wow.
Right?
You don't 1v1 me, bro?
Yes. No, better yet, she'll be Mercy, and you'll be friggin' Roadhog, like the sicko you are. You'll be slopping up all over.
Oh my god! I'm gonna have to mute my mic. I'm laughing too hard.
How about no and no?
Okay, guys, help us out. If you guys think that Assassin, hit us up on Twitter. Let us know if you think Assassin needs an Overwatch tutor that's a female for only $10.20 an hour. Well, that's why you need a tutor. You're making the point, dude. You're making the point.
No, I don't play Overwatch because no one else plays Overwatch.
Well, she does.
Like, let's play Overwatch. I'll be like, let me install that.
Dude, $10.20 gets you an hour with this chick.
No.
Of virtual tutoring. Supersonic Station says if she's hot, go for it. I'm gonna post the link actually. Here's the link. Here's the link in the YouTube chat of the chick we're talking about. And she, I mean, I am over 30 years old, and I don't want to be a sicko here, but I mean, for Assassin's younger. Assassin's younger, you know what I mean?
I mean, to be honest with you, she could be. I would imagine, and I would hope that this site verifies age and at least 18 or older. But
right.
The Nolan kid from Canada was 17, so maybe Canada's a little bit different. I don't know.
Yeah.
But for Assassin to break the ice, this is perfect. I mean, we could just every day like get him a different tutor and something else.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's exhausted.
Yeah, dude. When no one's around, he's like, chilling on YouTube or Netflix or like the FX app or whatever he's watching. Like instead of that, we'll get you a tutor for like Overwatch or
I don't need a tutor.
Or Fortnite maybe. Supersonic Station says for $10 you better get a hand job with that. I mean, that's a cheap handy.
Oh wow, damn.
That's a cheap one. Daz says he bets they don't even play. Well, I want my money back if they don't play. Is this place accredited by the Better Business Bureau? Let me see. No, it definitely is not. Although it is a registered trademark. Oh, no. The Roco Group.
Verify.
Whatever that is.
Again, I'm going to reiterate, I would hope that the ones in the U.S. are at least 18 or older.
Do they have 13,000 followers on? They have 13,000 followers on Twitter. I'm going to follow them.
Speaking of which, yesterday I almost got assassinated being a coach on Call of Duty. We were playing Call of Duty with a couple people, and a girl on somebody's friends list comes into the party, and she's playing with us. And she was a very nice person. She even tried to talk to Assassin several times.
Really?
And he was just give you his exact response.
Wow. You didn't want to talk to her, Assassin? You didn't want to engage in a conversation?
Westworld.
Oh, that's much more important than a female, right? Right. Although there are some naked chicks on that, so that is true. Let me see the games on this site. So it's not just limited to Fortnite. Like I thought this Fortnite tutoring was kind of like the entry point to this. Look at this, there's a ton of shit here. Yeah. Hearthstone.
But that's why Overwatch is at a discount right now.
Right, you gotta. Yeah, Overwatch is cheaper, so you can pay these tutors. So you can pay this chick. Let me see. This guy's pulling $25 an hour. Oh, this guy's pulling.
Site owner.
This guy's.
How much the site?
Holy shit! This guy's pulling $30 an hour to tutor Overwatch. Oh, he's got some. He's got some. Yeah, he's got some things on his resume though. Look at that. Look at this guy. Hold on. I'll post this in the YouTube chat. This tutor. Yeah, if you're just filing in, we're talking about game tutoring, and we're taking it way beyond where we were planning on taking it. But whatever, we're going with it. So this guy that I just found, he's normally $30 an hour, but $22.50 is his discounted price right now. He's won a lot of tournaments and stuff, coming second place in a couple. But he is pretty good. Obviously, look at it. His schedule is so limited. He can only tutor between 7 and 10 because he's kicking so much ass. Oh, edit and try again. I guess it didn't post. Let me see. There we go. I posted that time, I think. Predator says he just hopped in her naked chicks. Yeah, I didn't go there. I didn't go there either. I mean, whatever our chat does, I can't hold them responsible. I can't hold us responsible for what our chat does, I should say. But we're talking about female gaming tutors, and we're gonna get Assassin a female gaming tutor, I think.
Nope.
I think it's a great idea, man. Maybe we'll even get him back on PUBG. Predator, if he has somebody to socialize with.
Yeah.
I think we just need to get him out there a little bit,
Yeah, let's. Let me see.
We should even have a section on the show where we show him female gaming tutors, and he gives a thumbs up or a thumbs down if he wants us to hire them.
Yeah. I like that.
No.
We'll have to work that in.
No. I don't know.
Interview some on the show. Maybe that's what we should do, and ask them if they'll give Assassin a free trial of like an hour or something.
Yes, let's work on that. Let's get a gaming tutor on the show. I agree with that 100%. Let's get them on the show, and we're gonna get a female one, Assassin, obviously, and we're gonna ask them all about this because this is taking over, dude. This is big news. I mean, this was in Variety. This was on Variety.com. This is transcending gaming and going into culture. So Assassin, we're gonna get a female tutor on, and we're gonna prepare some questions, and we'll ask her about what it's like to be a gaming tutor, so to speak. Anyway, all right.
And then before the end of the show, we'll say, hey, Assassin needs some work on Overwatch. He won't play with his buddies Inferno and Clownz anymore.
You guys never play Overwatch.
No. So
what kind of bullshit are you speaking?
All the time, dude. All the time. You never want to play. I mean, I understand you're not that good, and you need some help, and this site will help you.
Not good.
This site will help you.
You got to work on your Roadhog. You got it. You, I
No,
mean,
Yeah.
okay.
You'll be working on your- you'll be working on your
All
hog.
I use is mercy.
You'll be working on your hog, all right, if you get this tutor. That's for damn sure. Predator says, if I'm paying a female $25 an hour, only joystick she's touching is the elite controller between my legs. Wow.
Wow.
Jesus, man.
we turned into like a morning radio show.
Yeah, right?
segment.
Wow. $25 an hour, I thought that was actually reasonable, but I guess we've got some guys in here that think that's a little too expensive. Oh shit, I just lost oh, there we go. All right, we're gonna bounce on out of here because I think we're out of topics and this is getting a little twisted right now. But we kind of let it that way, so I'm to blame. I'm definitely to blame. But yeah, so let us know who we should hire for Assassin to be a tutor. We'll have
I don't need a tutor.
we'll have a gaming.
You make me sound like I suck at video games.
We're
He's in
gonna
denial. The more he says no, the more he needs one. And maybe we can even eventually, if we get like a really expensive tutor for you to really teach you good, maybe we can even do like a GoFundMe for you. Like, if the tutor charges like $1,000 an hour or something, I mean, it's just an idea I'm throwing out there. I'm just throwing an idea out there. I'm just throwing it out there. I didn't say we have to. I'm just throwing it out there.
we'll work on getting one of them on the show. Maybe after we interview her and get her out there, maybe she'll give you a little bit of a discount rate, which is fine. Like that's good. That's good.
I don't need a tutor.
What if she 1v1s you on Overwatch and she kicks your ass? Will you admit that you need a tutor?
No.
Yeah, you will. Yep, you will. You will.
Nope.
All right, everyone.
Make sure you have Overwatch installed, Assassin. I'm going to try to reach out.
Oh my god.
All right. I think that's a good time to end it here.
The end of the show.
To be the end of the podcast. Thank you, everyone who's come and joined us at an earlier time this week. Who knows when it'll be next week, but if you want to know, definitely follow us on Twitter. 4GwQPodcast is our handle on there. You can follow us all individually, of course. Our names have been cycling below our pictures here on YouTube. No, we're not doing a GoFundMe for Assassin's Prostitute. No, we're not going to do that.
That's the way you guys are making it sound like.
There.
Right.
No,
This is gaming
maybe for
tutors
gaming tutors. Yeah, maybe for his gaming tutor. Yeah, maybe for his gaming tutor. But
we can even start a petition. Help Assassin get a gaming tutor.
Yeah, exactly right.
Petition.
Yeah, let's get a petition going.
Let's start one at change.org. Be like,
let's get a Twitter poll going.
Madison doesn't need a tutor, but let's change his mind.
We'll get a Twitter poll.
Oh my god, I found their Twitter. Messages inbound now.
Yeah, we're getting on the show. We're absolutely gonna get them on the show for sure. So
she is 21.
Wow, perfect for you, Assassin. How old are you again? 22, 23?
Almost 24.
Almost 24. Wow, the chicks love older guys too. So, anyway, so
well, then get Clownz at the tutor. You saw like stones being made.
No, Clownz is married, dude. He can't be fooling around with gaming tutors.
And I mean,
like, all of a sudden because he's married, you can't have a tutor. Like, that's just off the bucks. No tutors.
I think for Inferno, like we're occupied. For the evening with dinner and then other stuff.
Yeah. Our availability is low. Your availability is high.
I see you on.
Then
turn off the HBO Go, and turn on your chat mic.
Right, that's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do.
That's all you gotta do.
There you go.
I'm only doing that probably when I'm basically on HBO. I just don't talk to any of you guys to do live.
All right. Well, I'm gonna any gaming tutors that listen to this podcast, out of great female gaming tutors, let us know, and we'll start bringing them to the party with Assassin.
Absolutely. All right, you can also find us. Just search, 4GwQPodcast. You'll find us everywhere. On YouTube, obviously, like and subscribe if you liked what you just heard. We'd greatly appreciate that. And, hit that bell. I guess that's the new trendy thing to say. Hit that bell for notifications so you know when we go live every time we do. I'm planning on streaming some. If I ever get my Black Ops code, I'm planning on streaming some of that this weekend. But yeah, other than that, we'll see you guys next week or this weekend. Peace.